What I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Say that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder.
Remember me?
Let's go, Shamar.
The one who beat your ass? Stop going on Instagram
Come on, Shamar.
your shit like you about it.
Yes.
You come on the south side, get your ass
Hey,
beat.
get your ass beat.
Hey. And try to fight you, but you ain't want to come out dodo.
You want to come out
dodo?
You want to come out
dodo?
Pajama, reef story, reef mama keeps the baby in her. Mama llama, go downstairs, llama.
Business unfiltered. So if you are easily triggered, this one is not for you. If you be all up in your feelings, this one is not for you. If you know what? Hold on, Queen Sheba. Now, wait a minute. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Listen, it is fair game on I Said What I Said Saturday. There's a couple of rules here for those of you that are just pulling up into the palace if you've never been here before. And even those of you that's in the bushes, because a lot of you hoes sit back in the bushes and then talk your shit after you leave the palace. If you feeling froggy, jump, because the doors and the gates are always open. I dropped that link. You see it. We pinned it at the top of the chat. You may as well say it here. Everybody's welcome. I'm just on my shit like you are. And I said what the fuck I said. So anywho, I said what the fuck I said. Period, point blank. And that's how I'm moving today on I Said What I Said Saturday. For those of you that are new, yep, I said what I said. But for those of you that are new here, we just talk shit. That's what we do on Saturdays. It's never personal. So that's what you can hold your peace until Saturday. But on Saturday, come on up, click the fucking link, come up. And we just ask that at the end of the day, when you are done popping your shit and standing on business, whether it's your neighbor, your boss, I don't know, about a show, at the end, when you are done, you have to say, you got to sign it, seal it, and deliver it by saying, I said what I said. Baby, don't make me beg, because a lot of y'all come up here and forget where you at on Saturdays. You need to stand on business, and that's just how we're doing it, y'all. I got a walk in, y'all. I was able to do a run-walk combo. I got 5 miles in today, so you know I'm already coming with the shits. Locked and loaded. I'm feeling good. But not only that, let me tell you something. I had a winning conversation this morning. And baby, it feels good to get around winners and get around people that are edifying, upbuilding, empowering you to be the best version of yourself, to forget all others, forsake all others, minimize distractions, and stand on business when it comes to you. And that's what we're doing here in the palace. So on Monday, do not forget, on Monday, y'all, we have got a conversation that's coming to you. Motherless daughters. It's triggered a lot of mofos up in the YouTube streets. Motherless daughters. Yes. Special guest, Dr. Sarah Williams. And honey, we are talking all things motherless daughters. As a matter of fact, it is going, hurry. I'm coming to you, Trendy. As a matter of fact, we are going to do a 3-week series. So we're going to be here on Monday and then the next 2 Mondays after that, because we digging deep when it comes to these conversations and how being a motherless daughter, that does not mean your mama was not in the house. That means a lack of connection, and how being a motherless daughter can and may have impacted your relationships, your outlook, and your viewpoint when it comes to other women. We're talking about it, y'all. We talking about it. We're tired of sweeping shit under the rug. We calling it out to the carpet, and we are going to host a conversation on Monday. So I hope to see you all there. And when all else fails, baby, pause. We got that pause merchandise at queenshiba.com. If you haven't checked it out already, just pause. Honey, we got queening canvas tennis shoes for you ladies that are rocking your white jeans. You're going to happy hour. You sipping on your mimosas and your margaritas. Go on over there to queenshiba.com with an I. And listen, I'm teaching everything I know. We got payment plans available. My next YouTube brand acceleration course starts on July 9th. I'm pouring out everything I know. In addition to your one-on-ones, I'm teaching you everything I know. And if a small group setting is not for you, I also offer one-on-one consultations, all available on queenshiba.com. That's right. And listen, if you're not ready for that, we got ebooks, y'all. We got everything. But at the end of the day, let me get back on topic, because I know what y'all are here for. And it is time for I said what I said. I am going to get the party started because I ain't never scared. Dr. Heavenly, I know damn well. No, you didn't. No, you did. And I said what I said. You got to be a damn fool to go sit in front of the likes of a Dr. Heavenly and expect a positive, productive, motivating, encouraging conversation. Dr. Heavenly ain't for nobody but her own damn self. I said
Ever
what I
diagnosed with any
said.
type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
You ever
And that's
diagnosed with any type of like
And that's what she had you looking like, Destiny. So much so that she had to pull the fucking tape. She had to pull it from her YouTube. Y'all, that's what I said. Winning conversations. Who are y'all sitting with that would say, yeah, girl, go sit on Dr. Heavenly. You just messed up with your therapist, but run on over there to Heavenly. That Destiny, you starting to look real crazy out here in these damn streets behind a man, somebody else's husband. You starting to look real crazy. It was bad. Yeah, was it that bad? Angela said, wow, was it that bad? Listen, they say it was bad. Destiny, why are you talking about this man? Why are you still talking? Y'all, let me ask y'all something. Is that what y'all do when y'all see when y'all be in these relationships with these men that don't choose you? And he decided to move on. Now you frolicked with this man for 15 years. Ladies, why are you staying so long? 15 years he did not marry her. And after 15 years, he decided, you know what? I'm going to put a ring on it with somebody else. And now you're mad and you can't stop talking about it. Ladies, you're going to have to start holding yourselves accountable. Destiny, you look like a goddamn fool out there with that therapist. You look like a fool out there with Dr. Heavenly. Bad mistake after bad mistake after bad mistake after bad mistake. Period, point blank. I said what I said. It is so important to get people around you that's not going to encourage you to get out here in these YouTube streets looking like Boo Boo the damn fool. Because you look like Sam Sausage Head sitting over there in front of Dr. Heavenly talking about a man that don't want you. He did not choose you. And I'm saying that in the toughest way because I hope you listen and you get it and you decide to move on and quit talking about that lady's husband. Damn. Listen, let me tell you something. How low will y'all go to get your lick back? How low are you willing to go to get your lick back? Because it seems like Destiny is willing to go low, 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 low. It seems like Kenya is willing to go low, 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 low. I can go on and on and on and on and on. When does your empathy and your common sense meter clicks on and you say, you know what? I ain't even on that type of time because I'm going to be out here looking like a crazy maniac. And then you try to justify it. My question to you as an audience is how low, keep it real, how low are you willing to go? How low have you gone? I'm going to drop the link. No judgment. How low have you gone to get your damn lick back? To get your lick back. I just want to know. Have you bust out car windows? Have you keyed cars? Have you slept with somebody's husband, somebody's man? Have you shitted on a best friend? Do you keep up chaos amongst your friend groups? How low are you willing to go to get your lick back? Now, when I was younger, I'm going low. I'm going low, period, point blank. But as you mature, you learn that we are to behave. Well, most of us, they say when you know better, you do better. That's not always the case with some people, as we can clearly see. They say when you know better, you do better. I don't know about that. Because some people know better, but they still ain't doing better. They're still not doing better. Okay. So how low have some of y'all gone to get your lick back? And do you agree that Kenya Moore should not have been fired, placed on suspension for releasing what she released regarding Brittany Edie? Okay. Kenya Moore allegedly released very graphic pictures of Brittany Eddy giving head. This is a grown-up conversation, performing fellatio on a man at her grand opening. Now, let me tell you how fucking stupid that is. You are opening a spa, but because you so hell-bent on getting your fucking lick back to another Black woman, you just completely damaged your own reveal. You made it dirty. Virginia, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said, Queen. What you standing on today? You're on mute, Virginia. Virginia, mic check. You got to take yourself off mute. And just for the record, y'all, when you come up, you got to be ready, audio and all of that. Make sure you don't have anything playing in the background. Virginia, you have the floor. You just have to take yourself off mute, honey. Your microphone is muted. So we're going to give her a couple of seconds to do that. And while we doing that, Trending says she on her second hurricane, y'all. Slurricane. She up in those New Orleans streets, sipping while we're talking. And I am going to go over. Virginia, I'm going to drop you down. It looks like you cannot come off of mute. I'm going to drop you down. And then I'm going to let you come back up, okay? Try to come back up because your audio was not, girl, it wasn't given what it was supposed to be given. But speaking of, we're about to shift into these some of these super chats real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the next caller. Give me 1 second. The question is, how low are you willing to go to get your lick back? What are your thoughts on Destiny going low when it comes to Melody Cherie, that interview that she did with the therapist? What are your thoughts when it comes to Destiny and this married man that she's chasing? She can't seem to let it go. What are your thoughts on Kenya Moore? A conversation y'all are not ready for, protecting Black women from other Black women. From other Black women that are just as abusive, verbally harassing, online stalking, bullying, whatever it is. Revenge P. Is it okay? Because it's girl on girl action. How low are you willing to go when it comes to getting your lick back? Where do y'all draw the line?
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
All right. Money comes to me. Aquarius 1982, y'all, dropping a Queen Sheba Darling membership. Congratulations to the lucky recipient of her kindness. So Crafty Lion came right behind her and gifted 5 Queen Sheba Darling memberships. Congratulations to y'all. Y'all, they are getting this party started right. So if you just got a notice that you were gifted a Queen Sheba Darling membership, you thank those ladies because they did that for y'all. They did that for y'all, and it's random. I know some of you ask, how can I get a membership? I do believe it's random selection by YouTube, so I can't really control that, but congratulations to those of you that were recipients of that, and we will see you behind the wall tomorrow for Sunday sessions, all right? But yeah, I'm really floored by Destiny's behavior. Dr. Heavenly, in my opinion, is not a girl's girl. Okay. There is just some women, they mean well. They just not for other women like that. They just not for other women like that. And when you align yourselves with them and you know that they have a history of turning and biting and latching on like a fucking pit bull, that's on you. That's on you if you go over there. And Destiny made the worst mistake. And that's Moses said it. Fame is a hell of a drug because she'd rather sit in front of a television production camera to get that airtime as opposed to making decisions that make sense. Listen, I know y'all believe, all publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's called self-regulation. It's called a spirit of discernment and having the wherewithal to be able to say, nah, that's not going to be for me. Nah, where are we going with this conversation? What are you hoping for me? Start asking hard questions with motherfuckers that come around you and asking you questions and telling you to do this and do that. And you should do this and do that because some of you have allowed people to walk you right into the pits of hell and got you sitting out on an island by your damn self. By your damn self. And that's what I feel like Destiny has done and Destiny is doing. And I don't know who her cheerleading squad is, but y'all, sometimes you got to check your friends too. You think I should do it? We've seen people make complete asses of themselves with that 1, 2, 3 pack of cheerleaders behind them looking like damn fools. So Destiny, you might need to clean your circle. Because girl, you out here making some real bad decisions as a mother, as a professional, and as a woman, period, point blank. And I'm going to say this before I go to the next super chat. You never know somebody until you say no. You never know somebody until you establish a boundary. You never know somebody until you don't give their asses what they want. I'm going to pause on that because I want y'all to take that in. And I said what I said. Welcome, Courtney. Yes, kicking it with Courtney, y'all. Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Good morning. I'm standing on what you said. I want to talk about Kenya a little bit. Kenya is a very grown, mature woman. She's been in the game for a while. And I want to stand on Candy defending Kenya. I just want to say that I say this a lot. A lot of women don't have a standard of what they consider good or bad. I think the standard is based on who people like and who people dislike. And it shouldn't be. Your standards or your moral compass should be based on if something, just if something is right or wrong or not based on the person. And what Kenya did was gross. That's gross to do to another woman, whether that woman did that on her own at a certain time in her life. We are all able to evolve and grow. And if this woman is trying to evolve and grow just because it's Kenya, it should not be allowed to slide. That's gross. That's gross. Kenya was the same person talking about Martell, but you in essence did the same thing. And for Candy to defend something when she still to this day does not talk to Phaedra, wow. I think it's like where's your moral compass? It's like just because you like Kenya, you're going to defend something, but you still have yet to get over the situation that you were in. So you can't tell anyone how to feel because you don't have a relationship with the Brit lady. And I also want to stand on Destiny. I know we all go in on Destiny quite often, but Destiny is worse off than I ever thought. For her to go to Heavenly, clearly I think that was set up by Carlos. Carlos thought it would be a good idea and probably funny. He sets up a lot of things behind the scenes because if you listen to the interview, when Destiny said, I spoke to Carlos after y'all's Messy Monday, I'm sure he said, well, Heavenly, I have you on. You can speak to her. I'm sure he set it up to go and speak her piece. And I just think that Carlos is disgusting. I think that as a man and as a producer, the way that he chooses to continue to go as low as he can possibly go with his castmates, he's a detriment to all of their mental health. All of their lives are in shambles, except for Melody. All of their lives are in shambles, and he refuses to help his cast. He just continues to exploit them, and they allow it. You can tell that these people had issues, have childhood trauma that they've never, a lot of them on that cast have childhood trauma that they've never had any help with, because it screams off on the air. And the fact that Carlos thinks this is entertainment just shows where his mentality is as a producer, and it just shows why his show is tanking at this time. So I just came up here to say that I said what I said, and it's just a sad sight to see where these Black people are on reality TV.
Damn, Courtney just read. Courtney, listen. Courtney read them down, baby, from the top to the bottom and then dropped the mic. But listen, I got a question for you.
Yes.
I want to start with Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe, in your opinion, a lot of her behaviors and her decisions are driven by trauma or driven by her lust for fame?
I think both. I think her traumas are, from what I'm noticing, a lot of her traumas come from being ignored. Like she didn't have anybody to pay attention to her. So her drive for fame is a reaction to that trauma. She wants somebody to notice her. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be noticed. And so I think it's a combination of both. I think Destiny said something. She said, I put it in your chat. She said that Sonny is worried about her snatching Moses back. That's why it's such a big deal. And to me, when women say stuff like that, ma'am, it's not the flex that you think it is. That man is married. That should never leave your lips. A man that had you first and chose to marry somebody else. You are speaking of the wife is worried. Even if that is something that the wife is worried about, ma'am, you shouldn't even put yourself in that scenario. You should value yourself so much that you would never even put yourself in that scenario. That just goes to show that attention is a hell of a drug. And a lot of people were not given attention when they needed it. And that's what I see in Destiny.
Okay. Oh, listen, that tells you a lot. When a woman sit there and say, she just worried about me snatching him back. To me, that tells you a lot about what length she would be willing to go with the married man. You can't sit with me. That's the first thing. The second thing is, have y'all noticed have y'all noticed what Destiny, Heavenly, and Kenya all have in common? Courtney, have you noticed?
Destiny, Heavenly, and Kenya. No, what do they have in common? Help me out.
They're all motherless daughters.
Oh, see, I don't know much about Heavenly, so I didn't know that.
Her mama used to put her in a room.
Oh wow!
And confine her to a room for she didn't have that deep connection with her mother. But they're all three of them are motherless daughters. Sarah says, "Oh wow."
It makes sense. It makes sense now that you said that. It makes sense.
Do you think Dr. Heavenly purposely set Destiny up to fail?
I think exactly what you said. What you said at the opening is exactly what I feel. I feel like Heavenly is not loyal to anyone but Heavenly. Heavenly don't give a damn about nobody but Heavenly. So I don't think Heavenly cares whether she soared or failed. I think Heavenly will embarrass anybody at with the opportunity. She's not loyal to this group of people. She's not loyal to that group of people. I think Heavenly is just Heavenly. And, she was just doing what she could do to see what she can get out of the interview. And as far as, promoting her YouTube channel. But in a sense, yes. But, I think she gave her enough rope just to hang herself because she doesn't care.
You think she'll be able to recover?
Not as far as Destiny, not right now. Destiny has to do a lot of work that she's been off the show for a season and she still has not done any work. Destiny just still seems to be into chasing fame and she doesn't care at what cost that fame comes. So I don't think as of right now, no. One day when she really decides that she wants to do the work to heal her wounds, yes. But right now, no, she has a lot of deep-rooted issues that need to be addressed.
Okay, my last question, Courtney, and you please stay up. Courtney's a priority panelist, by the way. And one of the perks of being a priority panelist, babe, you get the floor. You can stay up here and everything as we rotate the other panelists. So thank you for answering that. Courtney, I got one more for you. You don't have to answer it right away. I've been observing some of the very, very dark, aggressive behaviors amongst Black women on reality TV and also on YouTube. And I'm really starting to say or think there's Black women that hate Black women based on their behaviors towards other Black women. Is that a thing that we are not talking about? And we should be talking about?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do think that, that's such a loaded question because it could stem from so many different things. I think that as Black women, we have such a plight, from colorism to what's ghetto and what's bougie and what's, we have a lot of Black women, and I've said this before, we have a lot of Black women that value, they love to hear a man. Even if the man doesn't really like Black women. You see so many men on YouTube talk down to Black women, and Black women are their biggest support groups. So it's just a lot of Black women love to hear, they have to have the acceptance. For some reason, they feel like that male voice is the end all say all. So a lot of them have that pick me mentality. I mean, it's so loaded. It's so many different things that we fight within Black women. And so, yes, I think it's a major problem. I think that, it's a problem that we don't really address. So, yes, I mean, I can go on and on. It's tons of things.
And the reason why I asked that, because right before we started, I said what I said, y'all. I saw a clip of a rapper's mom. I don't know his name. It started with a G, I think.
Polo
His
G.
mother, you know what I'm talking about, came living in suburbia, came out the house, y'all, with a gun and pulled the trigger on her daughter. If that ain't hate, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. And she meant every shot that she fired off. And I was just taken back, and I was like, this is getting out of hand, because this hate has spread from woman to woman. But listen, let me get to these super chats. And the Yvette Noir in Virginia, you're up next. Give me 1 second.
I need $131. So I can go ahead and pay for my phone bill online instead of going into the store and paying it. If y'all don't support me, if y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, then that's okay. I'ma just not even ask anymore. I'ma just not even be on Instagram. Y'all not gonna hear from me ever again. Y'all not gonna hear from me no more.
All right. Onetta back, y'all, was kind enough to give 5 Queen Sheba Darling memberships. Congratulations to the lucky recipients of her kindness. We appreciate you, Onetta. Deirdre with a 20-piece super sticker. All right, that's how you throw down, baby, on a Saturday. We appreciate you. And Sarah came behind Deirdre and gave us a 20-piece super sticker. She says, "Be blessed." We receive it, Queen. Same to you. Sorry about that. The Yvette Noir. Welcome, priority panelists. What you standing on?
I am standing on taking the pause to the next level, to be silent, be still, be quiet, don't move at all. Because guess what? Silence can never be misquoted. And I said what I said.
Damn. Hold on now. Don't leave us like that. Tell us what prompted that.
Just listening to you guys. I haven't watched the videos of the dentist, Destiny. I'm just now hearing about what Kenya, I think you're talking about Kenya Moore, right? Did. And it is just heartbreaking to me. And if these ladies would have just sat still, literally, don't open your mouth, don't move a muscle, don't do anything. Nothing can be misconstrued, nothing can be misquoted, nothing can be assumed, period. Learn to just shut your mouth and be still. If you can't use your platform to edify somebody else, at least use it to edify yourself. But to just go below the gutter when just not doing anything is sufficient. Like I said, if you move and be still and move in silence, and not silence to downtrodden someone else, but silence to build yourself up, it will never be misquoted and taken out of context, ever. And I said what I said, and I meant that, truly. We have to do better. I think you're on mute, Queen.
Hear me? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. And she said what she said. I don't understand how Candy can justify Kenya's action. I don't give a damn if you found a photo of her engaging in a sexual act on a sidewalk outside. That don't mean you post it. Y'all, I think we're in trouble. I think we are in trouble. when it comes to where we are as a state. When I say state, the state of where we are mentally as a community. But Virginia, let me hear your thoughts. Welcome to Saturday morning. You're on mute. I said what I said. What are you standing on? I put you on. There you go.
Hi, good morning, Queen. Good
Good
morning, everyone
morning.
in the palace. I'm standing on that. It's sad as Black queens, the way we're treating each other and the things we're willing to do to get over on each other, just to make ourselves look good, because you can't feel good on the inside because it's dark. The things that's going on. What Kenya did to that young lady, if you wasn't woman enough to have that conversation with her without all your props, what you coming off the porch? Stay up there. If you're not willing to come on out and get down and get dirty, stay in the house.
Mm,
That's woman to woman.
mm,
And in regards to Candy, like trying to say, oh, it's okay because this was common sense. Okay? Ain't nobody got, right from wrong. Which would she want someone to do that to that little child, her daughter? No,
ooh,
no. But that, and then in regards to Destiny, that's a mental case. Her dad, someone needs to go before the judge, pay the money. She needs 30 days to reflect. You're still going up talking about a man that's gone, done moved on. Let it go. If he don't want you, he do not want you. Move on.
mm,
Apparently, you're blocking better things to come into your life because she's still looking back. And that goes to her, wherever it is she got going on with Mel. That lady ain't giving a crack hen chicken penny about you. Move on. Okay, whatever relationship you had, that was an old season. It's a new day. Move on. Focus on yourself. Love yourself. And I think a lot of people forget, how the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? You gotta love yourself first and foremost. And I said what I said.
wait a minute. That was damn good, Virginia, for your first time coming up here.
Yes, ma'am. It's my first time.
Yeah, I know. I remember names very well. Thank you for standing on business and just giving it. That's the real ass truth. Unfiltered, raw, up close, in your face. Like you said, if you ain't standing 10 toes down, woman to woman, and back the hell up and get back on the porch. Period, point blank. And I believe in that. I believe in
Yeah.
that. And I think a lot of women, I'm gonna watch what I say, and I'm gonna say it very carefully. Some of you doing shit that only you have received the karma for. And I'm watching it happen in real time. I know we always talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and this
Yeah.
cast this and this cast that, and they all getting their karma. Some of you getting yours. Some of y'all getting y'all's right now for shit that you've done and said in the background against somebody else. And I'm watching it play out. And I'm not reveling in anybody's karma, but I'm just saying, a lot of times what we are trying to inflict on others, they say you digging a hole for yourself, but I want to make it a little bit more up close, up front, in your face. You suffering from that. You're not building anything. You're not getting access to the resources that you're needing and wanting. You have literally burned your own house down because of the fire and the blaze that you try to set for somebody else's house. And I said what I said, period, point blank. Yes. Yes, when you could have been pausing, when you could have been. Let me Deborah, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Another priority panelist.
Hi guys, I'm only going to stay up for a minute. I'm in the bushes today. Just got finished working. But what I wanted to say is I wanted to touch on Candy. Well, Kendra. I'm sorry. I'm going to say I think that charges should be pressed. I do. I think that was really nasty. From what I understand, wasn't she supposed to be opening up a spa or
Yeah.
where women go to make themselves beautiful, and you did such an ugly thing to a woman? There's no justification for that. I don't care what they say. You can put lipstick on that pig. It ain't gonna be pretty. Okay. What she did was wrong. Ain't no justification for it. Candy, I love me some Candy, but anybody coming to her defense, there is no defense. Absolutely none. I said what I said. Back down in the bushes, ladies.
We love you, Miss Deborah. Thank you for coming on.
Love you too. I'll see y'all a little bit later.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Listen, karma, Kenya, I'll give you a perfect example of what I mean. When you light a match to burn down somebody else's house, you're cursing yourself. You're cursing everything that you've cursed. You know, when I hate somebody, you hating yourself. You're hating everything that you're putting out there in the universe. And guess it's gonna return void. And Kenya tried to light a match. And I'm not saying that Brittany Edie is a good person. I don't know nothing about her. That's not what's important. What's important is how you take the ball and run with it and how you choose to show up. Kenya intended to light a match to burn her reputation down. And what she did in real time is set off a karma explosion in her own salon. Because according to, is it the Michelle ATL? It ain't getting no business. It's empty. You just sowed a seed of darkness, negativity within the walls of that salon while you was busy plotting on somebody else. What are your thoughts on that, the Asset Noir?
Exactly. What you put out in the universe, you give the universe permission to bring right back to your door. So um, I'm just taken aback. I really am. I cannot believe that another woman just thought it was okay. None of that action was okay. Absolutely none of it. And I'm stunned. I'm really stunned.
Yeah. It's pretty off-putting. And I think I'm gonna go out there on a limb. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we really like. I think women should, when we think about the lengths women are willing to go, just because. Now, if it's a woman, I mean, if a man had done it to a woman, and a man was opening up a barbershop, okay, and he's cutting a ribbon for his barbershop, and because a woman pissed him off, he exposed her photos of her in a very intimate act with another man, all hell would have broken loose. People, if they did support him, I think they would have been hesitant about verbalizing it as a celebrity on a public platform. But because it's girl on girl action, some folks will endorse. Some folks will endorse it. And Candy has said I understand. She's standing in the gap for her friend. But that ain't the type of support that I need as a friend. Because if that's how you support your friend, she's not going to change. She's going to keep up the same bullshit ass behaviors, the same negativity towards other women. That's not the type of support I need. And that's not the type of support I give. Virginia, have you ever had a situation where you had to check a friend? You on mute. Set. Have you ever had a situation where you had to check somebody behind their behavior?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. And it was well received. Um my tribe, we thrive off of straightening up our each other's crown, letting each other know, hey sis, just your slip is showing. Don't do that. That's not ladylike. Yes, we are all women, but our friendship is built on making each other ladies. And if you don't have your lady friends in your girlfriend circle, it's a huge disservice. It really is. And I'm stunned. I'm literally stunned that someone could condone that type of behavior. It is never okay. Woman to woman, man to woman, man to child, woman to child, child to child. Never is it acceptable.
I agree. I'm stunned at how people don't think it's important, but at the same time, in a different breath, y'all say protect Black women. What about protecting Black women from other Black women that are abusive in nature because they feel wrong, they feel slighted? So I'm gonna go gutter on you. I'm a react as if it's a catastrophe. That's what we call it in psychology, overreaction to the slight offense, because you have no sense of self-awareness, and or you're a motherless daughter, or you dealing with trauma or something that triggered you. And by the way, y'all, it's never you. It's never you. They're reacting to events that may have occurred. You just happen to be the recipient this time, or the vessel that's receiving the negativity. And with that being said, Zarel, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What are you standing on?
I'm Queen standing on this BOMB, bitches on massive bullshit, with Destiny and also Kenya, even though I actually know Kenya or whatever. I'm just not understanding why these women feel they have to put other women down in order to be seen. I'm a motherless daughter as well, way older than the both of them. And I was left in the hospital at birth. But I would never, ever act the way that these young ladies are acting. But with Kenya, you all are going to be shocked and surprised with the results. And that's all I can say with Kenya. But I am disappointed in her and Nancy. And I believe what I saw when Destiny went to Heavenly Home. And first thing caught her mouth is someone who's not paying any attention. All her story is about I get for Moses. Move on.
Hold on,
Already.
for real. I think is it me or is it an audio disconnect? Y'all, Virginia and Dia said, is it me or is her audio going in and out?
I think it's her audio.
It's her
Okay.
audio.
My audio is going in and out.
Okay,
It's her audio. It's going in and out with
Yeah.
crackling.
Are you driving?
Oh, okay. You want me to drop down?
No, I want you. Are you driving? Are you driving right now?
No, ma'am. I'm not driving. I'm just sitting here in my vehicle. I'm not driving.
Are you connected to your car audio?
I took it off car.
Okay, now you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how much. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were saying we're going to be surprised at the outcome with
yeah.
Kenya, and you're not going to
With
say
Kenya.
much. And then you went to Destiny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I cannot speak on the surprise, but her integrity, I feel, was low, Queen. But we are going to be surprised because it's not all of what it looks like. But I can't actually speak on it. But she still was hitting below the belt, as she often does. And it's without excuse. And I'm just tired of us as Black women, and I always put myself in it, even though I'm not out here doing that. And I'm still disappointed to a certain degree of the level that she did stoop to, but it's not all what it seems. And then with Destiny, we're all from Michigan, not born in Michigan, but we're all from Michigan. And I am just so disappointed at a lot of the women from here. For real, seriously. Destiny to me seems like she has so much hurt, like she just want to hurt. And the people who she's hurting or trying to hurt are not people who hurt her. 15 years to me in a, whatever you want to call it, with a married man, and he didn't choose you. I feel like I would not have went public with that. I would not have. I would have been so ashamed, but actually I wouldn't have been with a married man for one. And even if he was unmarried, I would not have been with him 15 years. Because apparently somewhere something is not right. And heavenly, to get to heavenly, I don't even want to speak on heavenly.
And then can you sign it, seal it? Wait, before you sign it and seal it and deliver, what's your connection to Kenya?
I know Kenya. Kenya does quite a bit here in Michigan. I don't live in the city of Detroit, but I do live in Michigan. And she does give back quite a bit. Kenya does.
Okay. And can you sign it and seal it and deliver it?
I said what I said.
All right, Zareel. Thank you for coming up and standing on business today. Carla, you got the mic. I had to mute you, honey. You if you can unmute yourself, Carla.
Okay.
Welcome to Saturday morning.
Welcome.
I said what I said.
Good morning, Queen Sheba. How's everything? It's going well. Well, let me say, I need to say this.
Hold on now. Okay, where you at, Carla? Because you got a little. You are you driving or walking?
I'm walking. I'm sitting
All right.
now.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
I think with Kenya Moore and Destiny and Heavenly, to me, I'm looking at the similarities in them and not the differences, right? And the little girl that has been hurt and what they went through in their childhood is affecting them in their lives, in different areas of their lives. You know, hurt people, right? And so, and because I've dealt with that, of course, I went through therapy. However, I dealt with that. I see the similarities in those three. And as far as tearing other women down when we should be lifting each other up. You know, Destiny, she always want her hand out, but she don't want a hand up. She's not giving anybody a hand up to be able to help her. You know, she wants to continue to be conniving and do whatever she was, like you guys said, to get to the top. And another thing I wanted to say about those three is this. Through your inability to accept personal responsibility, you create your own problems. And I said what I said.
Emotional damage.
Oh, she said what she said. Thank you, Carla. That was beautiful. Thank you for coming up. That's your first time on Saturday. I said what I said, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. She stood on business today. We appreciate you, Carla. Have a beautiful Saturday.
Okay, you too.
Okay, you too. Steffi 1961, baby, you got the floor. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said.
Good
What are you
morning,
standing on?
Queen. I'm standing on, um, I agree with you with all three of them have similarities, being motherless. Uh, there are some hurt individuals, and Kenya is very smart, and I'm surprised at her for making that decision. Like you said, how low can you go? Why would you do that? You got too much to lose. You always need to think before reacting. And uh, as far as Candy being having some comments about that, like the other young lady said about Phaedra and Candy, yours was somewhat true. You know, allegedly. So you're not angry at Kenya because I guess that's how you roll. In Destiny, a lost cause. Like everyone's saying, 15 years with a man and he didn't choose you, something is not right. Apparently, you haven't shown him any growth. And when he did meet somebody worth something, he was willing to put it all in to show her that he was all in. It wasn't worth it. You wasn't worth it. You're worthless. And if you had any sense, Destiny, you should have latched on to Melody for dear life. She had a lot to show you, not give you, but show you. That's why you latching on to Stormy. But it's a bad decision. Just because you got money, that's a plus. But you need some morals and you need some uh, growth and you need a whole lot of uh,
You went out. You went out, Steffi.
what's
Your
the
audio.
word? You need. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I said
Now
just
we
because
can.
Destiny. I said just because Destiny is latching on to Stormy, it's about money. But you need someone to show you You need somebody with integrity and to show you how to come up for yourself, to teach you so you can have it for yourself. Stop latching on to people for what they have, Destiny. And I said what I said.
She said what she said. Thank you, Steffi. 1961. Listen, y'all. I believe at a certain age, I ain't teaching nobody nothing. I'm talking about listen. Oh Lord, because people love to listen to misconstrue, child. At a certain age, I think Destiny is a good 40 or close to a 40.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it there. Weekends, I can't see the rest of your name. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Good afternoon, Queen. I just recently watched that interview between Dr. Heavenly and Destiny. And one of the things that I honed in on was the fact of her trying to build a relationship with Nell. Now, Destiny has been in Huntsville since high school when she met Martell. And the reason why I honed in on that is because I've heard Melody Cherie say that she doesn't do she doesn't do gray. She does black and white. And it seems that the cast, what they tend to do is when she has somebody that she brings in, or she has a friend or somebody that she's close to, because she only does black or white and she doesn't do the gray area, she tends to pull away from those that appear to be, unfortunately, kind of two-faced in a situation. And it kind of appears that with Destiny, she has almost tried to push Mel out by building relationships with everybody that was a friend to her or that she had brought on the show. She did it with Tisha. She spoke about doing it with Stormy. And then she was speaking about doing it with Nell. And I understand that they all have to be castmates and they have to be on the show and they have to work together. But what just kind of seemed a little bit uncomfortable to me is, when do you grow up and go find your own set of friends and build relationships with people that you truly have an interest in being friends with, instead of almost coming into this woman's life and trying to, I mean, you've built a bond with her ex-husband. You went from being able to call him to the carpet and tell him where he was wrong to now taking up for every wrong thing that he has done and becoming friends with his paramour. So I say that Destiny really needs to get a life, get her own life, build friendships with people that she truly has an interest in or that truly have an interest in her, instead of trying to be a wedge between the relationships that other people have. And I said what I said.
You're on mute, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you, Aset. I'm sorry. Yes, I agree with you, Weekends, because I thank you for helping me. The Aset, I was on mute. I see women. I've seen women do it in real life. Align themselves, strategically align themselves with other women that are aligned with a particular woman just to try to flip the house. Just to try to make shit go bad. So when I make it go bad, I got numbers too. And it's a sick game because it makes you question the authenticity of the connection. People with money often say, I can't trust why people are really here. There's another game being played at a different level that's not about money, where you sometimes say, okay, why are you here? Why are you really here, Destiny? Because it's mad day and you mad at her? And you need the numbers over here to make it look like it is what it ain't with the friendship. And if we're going to dinner and if we're filming, a lot of women engage in those type of cryptic connections. I forgot it's just dark connections. They're not genuine. They're subpar. And it's all with the strategy, a takedown strategy. What are your thoughts, Thea?
Absolutely. So if you were to flip the paradigm, if others were inflicting the same type of vile behavior onto Destiny, she wouldn't be able to handle it, in my opinion. So do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And then my second point is, what is your end game? You're doing all of this for what? If it's to garner attention, you're getting it, but not in a positive light. Just stop. I mean, honestly, just stop at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all, please stand by for these super chats.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke? Dead, flat, stony broke. See? I've got $3.85 in my purse.
Oh no. There's too many people watching me. Bye.
Yes, can't you get it through your thick skull, Destiny? Ziggy 1988 coming through, baby, with a 20-piece super sticker. We appreciate you, Queen. Standing on business. Look, why my dogs want to move every time I get ready to talk? Standing on business this Saturday morning. Aqua Queen with a 10-piece and a pepper, honey. She says, what I don't understand about hellishly interviewing Destiny about Moses is she is a wife. Is she? Is she? Is she? Is she? What is a wife? But herself, hate and willingness for miserable company allowed her to do that interview. Is she a wife? Virginia, in your opinion, is she a wife? And I'm not talking about wearing a ring. Is she?
No, she's not. It's not about signing that paper to say, "Oh, I'm gonna be Miss Smith, Miss so and so." It's not about what someone put on your hand. She's not a wife. If you're a wife, you wouldn't even did that interview. You wouldn't even entertain sitting down with Carlos King. You know, you wouldn't even entertain bringing another woman down, and you're not even on that level. Even with the cast on the show, you're portraying. That's why everybody call you Hellenishness, hellified, or whatever they call it. Because she's miserable. She is miserable. If you're being properly loved, you ain't even got time to entertain what you doing now.
Girl, listen,
And I said what I said.
Listen, Thea said, I'm coming to you, Steffi, next. Did Virginia just preach the house down? Is Heavenly a wife by her behaviors? I don't want to put you in a situation where you feel like you're being judged, but what constitutes being a wife?
Being a wife is being that threshold of protection for the man that leads your household. So you're not going to create a portal for that ambiguity to come in with, oh, well, we entertain people who, I think I heard someone say earlier that Destiny said that she could take the guy back even though that he's married. Why would you bring that energy to you? So if you can sit there and listen to a woman as a married woman say that she's broken the barrier at your household because she's able to get through your line of defense. If that woman can say to you as a married woman, I can take this married man, what makes you think that she can't take your husband? And you as a wife don't find fault with that statement or that attitude or that presence or that energy. So no, she's not being a wife.
Honey, he better already gone. That's why she did.
Doesn't matter. Don't sit there and entertain it. When you entertain it, he might be 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door, but you might get another husband. And guess what? We cannot continue to foster the environment of women thinking that it's okay to violate a God-ordained union. That's not cool. In my opinion, it's not cool. Destiny could never, and I mean that with all caps, be in my circle or around my husband ever. And I'm very secure in my marriage, but it's the point of I don't entertain that. It has no place. And as a woman, you should be ashamed to say it. I would never repeat that out loud. Even if I thought it, I would never say that. And don't compromise your character for a coin. Please. There's plenty of ways to make money, but don't diminish yourself. That's crazy. Sorry for being judgmental, but this is it. I'm just blown away. I really am. Queen.
Oh my God.
Yes, I gotta listen, beautiful what you just said. Steffi, what are your thoughts?
Drop the mic, Via said, spoken from
Come
a
on.
real wife. Yeah, I agree with everything she said. Destiny, no, heavenly. And I'm sorry to be judgmental, but heavenly, you can have all the credentials in the world, but you're trash. Stop playing people against each other and being two-faced. You know that Destiny is full of crap. And you know, like this had said, how can you say that? How can you disrespect yourself? He knows that he can get you back, and he's probably doing you right now because you're desperate. You need to figure out what it is you need to do to get ahead. Like you said, I know you don't have, what age do you start teaching people? But look and listen and surround yourself around the right people, Destiny. Heavenly, I just don't know what to say. And I believe it comes from being motherless because you're too, well, you're not smart. You have credentials, but you're not smart because you wouldn't continue to do the same thing for attention. It all boils down to these ladies want attention. They need attention. I said what I said.
All right. Said what she said.
All right, Palace. The Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
All right, that's a lot of money. Before I move on to the Super Chat Palace, hold on and fasten your seatbelts because we are going to take y'all on a hell of a ride over the next, the course over the next 3, 4, 5 months from now. We got some projects underway. We are just sowing seeds into our roadmap here. And not only that, y'all, we got a special guest. If all works well on Monday, we got a special guest that's going to be joining us on the cruise, our New Year's Eve cruise. So if you make sure you pay your cruise off, and we're going to talk about it behind the wall. But for my members, if you're going on a cruise and if you would like to lead something, we'll talk about it a little bit later. I want you to be thinking about if you would like to volunteer for a morning session. A morning session. I need 2 to 3 volunteers. So just be thinking about it. Miss Aunt Debbie, you one of them. Think about it. And then whomever else, okay? But let me jump to the Super Chat. Aqua Queen with a 10-piece and a pepper says, I would not step into that salon. Your hair is your crown, and you have to watch the energy you receive via your hair in any salon. Showing Brit in her essence was wrong. I love the way you position that. And you say showing her in her essence, and it takes a negative out of it and makes it natural, but very intimate and very tender. I love the way you set that up, Aqua Queen. Kendra Armstrong, congrats. Ooh, 19 months? You've been rolling with the Palace? Girl, let me see if I can find something for you.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
You got to be crazy to roll with the palace. So, listen, Kendra, we appreciate you because listen, we are so upfront, authentic, transparent, and we can get rough and rugged when we need to. But Kendra says in the bushes, but loving this conversation. We appreciate you, Queen. And Dorothy Red and standing on business, Terry Heights. I know you're not from there, but Dorothy, I got to do it anyway. She coming in with a 20-piece and a pepper. She says clowns will be clown closing. I said what I said. I know that's right. I know that's right. Quick question from Miss Chanel. How many of you are married on the panel before I divvy out this question? Is everybody married?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to you, Virginia. She says, how do you learn to be a wife?
You're taught by your queens, the elders in your village, in your family, being raised. They sow those seeds within you and show you how a woman should operate, how a proper woman moves. And I did say proper. I'm from the South. And when I was coming up, it was proper etiquette. And so you had your elders, the queens in your family, your village, your lineage, that showed you how to be a woman, how to carry yourself as a woman. Matter of fact, how to dress as a woman. Because you're a representation of that man. So in choosing a man that's going to represent you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge. Miss Chanel, she says you're taught by the women around you. And can I say something, y'all? I know we were talking about this on my Wednesday morning show about corporate America, and are we teaching and sowing seeds into the young women? And are they open to receiving? Now, there's a difference between teaching and being overbearing. I do not believe in stepping foot into anybody's life and forcing my opinion and my notion on them. I believe that wherever you guide it, God will provide for you. He'll provide the patience, the openness, the dialogue, the narrative for that person to be open to what you're receiving. So I don't think it's that women don't want to teach. I think the recipient has to also be ready to be a student to learn. What are your thoughts, Diasette?
Agreed. I think let me answer your first question. How that the person asked, how do you learn to be a wife? I think it starts with being a decent human being. Be of integrity, have fortitude, have patience, kindness, all of the virtues. Be a virtuous person, and anything that's connected to you will reap the reward because you're being a decent person. Now, to answer your second question in terms of rearing the generation after us to go forth and be fruitful as well, in kindness, compassion, empathy, just a decent person overall. I think we can, but you can't start when they're 15, 20, 25. It starts literally from the womb. And even if it's not your child, be a mother, be that fairy godmother to every person, not just the girls, but the boys too. And show them that, hey, you're a king. Hey, you're a queen. And I expect you to act as such. And I said what I said.
I agree. I agree. And I think in doing so, it has to be in decency, love, and honor, and being willing to hear them, listen to them, seeing them as individuals. If at any time you're not ready for any of that, to recognize when they disagree and allowing them to have the space, the mind thought, and the intellect to disagree with you, I don't think if you, I feel like if you can't do that, and if you're going to leverage your age, your experience, over them as a young adult, then that may not be your assignment. Does that make sense, Steffi? Or anybody else?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
it makes sense.
Yes.
It makes a whole lot of sense. So, like I've said it several times. My parents was married for 70 years, and my mom, like you said, we just watched, and she instilled a whole lot of good things in us, and also my grandmother. So, you have to have, like I said, good morals, integrity, and you have to allow your husband to be the man of the house, and you have to respect him as well as respect yourself. And being a good example, like you said, not just to your children, but to everybody that's around you.
Yeah. Okay. Miss Chanel said, "What if you don't have that? I was taught to be a woman and not a wife." I said, "That I'm gonna take it back to a simple to three things, Miss Chanel, and y'all feel free to write this down. Do not trust your memory. If you over 30, don't trust your memory. Y'all know how it is. Go ahead and write it down. Pull out your iPhone app. Men, you can use this too. Anybody. I mean, pull out your iPhone notes app." She says, "What if you don't have that? I was taught to be a woman and not a wife. Number one, seek and ye shall find. When it comes to knowledge, the heart, the wherewithal, the patience, the tenacity, the resilience to be a wife." And the reason why I'm using those words, because those are some of the things that we don't talk about out loud. Those are some of the things that the wives get together and talk about. So I'm giving you those specific words for a reason so that you can remember that when you do become a wife. The second thing is knock and the door shall be open. The third thing is ask and it shall be given unto you. We have not because we ask not. What if you don't have it? Seek it. Knock and ask. Surround yourself around women that you admire, that you can take something away from. Whether it's verbal or non, women that you just, I like how she positions herself like this. They don't have to be in your physical presence. You can follow them on social media. Maybe she's a good cook. Maybe she's just really patient and has a tenderness to her. Maybe one is just strong in a lot of ways and just really promotes her family to be the best. I don't know. But if you rely on those three foundations, it shall come to you. I promise you that. Anybody else want to chime into Chanel's second question? What if we don't have that? Because I was taught to be a woman and not a wife.
For me, it's the first one. Seek. So if you didn't
I think
have
you
that,
said it all, Queen.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think you said it all. I mentored this young lady. She didn't understand. She's a professional. She couldn't understand why her husband wanted her to cook and she worked and he worked. And I said, this is what you do. Prepare all of your meats and put them in the freezer. And it takes maybe 20 minutes to do veggies. She started doing that. Happy man. So, I mean, she wasn't taught that. Her mom and dad was married a long time. Like she said, she was taught to be a woman, but not a wife.
And
And a
being
lot
a
of things
wife
she shared with
don't mean
me,
you're a slave.
her mom didn't teach her, and I was really surprised because I was taught all of that. And like you said, you have not because you ask not. You said it all.
Miss Chanel, does that help? We hope that helps you in some form or fashion. Angel Nicole 513 says, "I'm not married, but I'm happier than all the married people I know." And you just may be, depending on the circle that you travel in. So I can
Wow.
believe that. I can believe that. You know what I'm saying? She said all the people she knows, she's way happier. And research shows that single women are often happier than most married women. That's why I said ask, knock, and seek. Because even after you get married, ladies, still ask for the support that you need from your husband. When the research shows that single women are often happier than married women, some married women are suffering in their marriages. That's a whole different conversation because they're not asking for the support that they need from their husbands. And they've taken on the notion that it's my job to do this and this and this and this and this. And research shows that some married women die sooner than single women when they're married, and married men live longer because the load of the work in a marriage, the laboring task the women often take on. Well, times have changed. Seek, ask for support so that the household items are delegated out so that everybody has a part. And it's not impacting your mental health when you out there busting your ass working a 9 to 5 too. You see what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Angel Nicole, I can definitely see how that could be true. Any final thoughts on that, ladies, before we move on and wrap up?
I agree with every word.
All right, Dr. Melody Cherie is in the building. Welcome to Saturday morning. Well, really Saturday afternoon now where I'm at. Saturday, I said what I said. We love to see it, baby. Chestnut checkers, checkmate, hashtag Melody Cherie. Welcome, y'all. Make sure y'all show her some love in the chat. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about here in the palace. It has been a hell of a conversation. Let me see if I got any more questions that I can dish out to my panelists. Really, really quick. But let me just tell y'all, I'm going to dinner tonight with my best friend. Yes, I sure am.
Well, Queen, I'm a widow. This is Steffi.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Steffi?
I'm a widow.
Okay, gotcha. You still have that knowledge. It don't stop.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you still have that knowledge. Absolutely.
Hey,
Amen.
can I say that I call her my aunt, but I had a cousin up the street from where we lived for all of my life. But she taught me a lot. It was my mama's cousin husband, and wife, and she was a housewife. And I would go there. She would uh, rear her children really good and cook and clean. And she taught me. I learned a whole lot. You have to look and listen. She taught me a whole lot. And after her kids got older, she went to work. So I mean, you just really have to pay attention to
Yeah.
your surroundings and I guess you got to want to learn also.
Yeah. One thing I will say, and me, I don't know if y'all will, I don't know now. This is where the conversation could go left because it has before, and I quit saying it, especially to single women. Oh, okay, here we go. And then we finna wrap up for real, because I might have to scoot on up out of here after I say this. Okay, listen, let me pause.
Well, Queen,
Let me
while
pause.
you're while you're getting your courage, may I just make one comment about
Sure.
the question about where do you learn to be a wife?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's another aspect that no one considered. Um, Sometimes the husbands can teach the wives how to be the wife of the household. So make sure you keep that communication going with your husband because he can tell you, his wants, his needs, his desires, and, ask you where you need the support. And it's just good to have that two-way communication. So let's not overlook our husbands as well.
Oh my God. That's amazing. It's a great reminder. And I'll say this, my husband has spared a lot of y'all. Because I'm quick and he's so loving. He's so patient. And we complement each other in so many facets in so many ways. My husband is a safe place, not only for me, but for some of y'all that I was coming for. And I said what I said. And that man makes it all make sense. And when we think about and that's just keeping it real, right? Because we all have a little fire under us. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But
Yeah.
but but I think what it comes down to is how do you manage your strengths and your fires and your war tactics and how you can go to war and slay a hoe, right? And having a good man and a good husband, a good one, a healthy one, a solid one, a man that wants to see you thrive as his wife is not going to go let you sit down on a podcast week after week after week and destroy people like Dr. Heavenly does, in my opinion. So in my opinion, there has to be some disconnect there. Let me back up off of that. But let me get to what I was going to say. But that's an excellent reminder, Dia said, that and ladies, that means you're going to have to choose carefully. The Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing and he is blessed. But we want to make sure now that you're going to get some blessing out of that too.
Yeah.
that you got to get some blessing out of that too. Holly Rock says facts, 100. My husband makes things seem so simple, don't they? Don't they? When they're right, y'all, when they're healthy, they're gonna steer you in the right direction. You're gonna be like, she said, and da da da. And he is going to steer you in the right direction. 20, 30 minutes later, it ain't even a problem. You ain't even responded. You ain't even said nothing. You done forgot all about it. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the impact that you're both bringing to your life. And he's teaching you, and y'all are teaching each other. But I want to say this, it don't work just one way. I'm building up the courage. That's why I was like, we finna go after this, and I'm gonna let the ladies respond. Let me drop the link, because some of the single ladies may not like it. Listen, stop being selfish. It ain't just his job to take you out. Many years ago, I was talking to a single girl, and I said, take him out. I ain't taking no man out. I said, I've done it on the podcast, but in the manosphere before, a 3-to-1 ratio. What does that mean? For every 3 days he take you out, you pay for one, and don't skimp. It needs to be equal or higher. He then took you to 3 steak dinners. Boom, you got the next one. Don't announce it. Just say, I got it. Take him out. Date your husband. Plan trips. Don't just wait for him to do it. Don't set him up for failure. He's a human being too. Court your husband. Court the man that you are really serious about. Some people completely disagree with me about that. I'm going to start with you, Virginia.
I agree with you. I just did it last weekend. After 20, going on 25 years, yeah, we still court. That man has wine, dined, treated, whatever, pampered me. So last weekend was Father's Day, so it felt good. Let me carry him in the mall. What you want? And at first he said, well, I just give me somewhere to eat. I say, no. Then he say, well, we'll do this. Only thing he wanted was cologne. But for him to go there to pick it out, is that what you want? Is that? And then he was like, well, what this smell like? I want to know how you think it's going to smell on me. And whatever. And it felt good. I, he just don't pay for every meal. He has tried to give me the world. So the least I can do is pay for him to get something to eat or for him to wear something. That's giving. That's that yin and yang when you find your mate.
I agree. A lot of women don't believe in that. They
I'm
believe
sorry.
he the man.
So what? And you the woman. How you going to procreate and keep moving if you're going to say, oh, that's your job? No, it's our job.
Steffi, would you court a guy? And I don't mean like where you become the hunter and you chasing. Now look, I don't mean you hunt him. Reciprocity, 3-to-1 ratio, where you're showing up too. You're making an investment of affection into the relationship as well. And I don't mean cooking for him, something that you would do naturally for anyone else. I'm talking about where you are being thoughtful and reciprocating the efforts that he's put in front of you. Steffi, what are your thoughts? I'm going to go to the set.
Absolutely. My husband and I, we have these moments, we call them just because. And so he knows my love language. I know his love language. And literally on a weekly basis, I'll do something nice for him out of the routine, out of the ordinary, and he'll do something nice for me too. And we'll leave a little note, just because, and we'll fill in the blank. I can say, just because you woke up this morning and put a smile on my face, this is for you. And men are human. They're just as giddy and soft and gooey as a woman. Who doesn't need love and affection and attention and just that, just to be treated special and loved and honored? So continue to honor the king, because he'll honor his queen
all the time,
every time,
all the time.
Yeah. And I'll say this, most times they probably won't let you pay, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts.
Right.
You
My
know what I
husband says
mean?
that all the time. He's, because I'll reach
Mhm.
for the check, and he tells me that he just appreciates that I thought enough of him to just
Mhm.
go for it. And now sometimes he'll say, "Hey, you can pick up the tab today," and I
Yeah.
will. But but for the most part, he handles our entire household. I don't cook. I don't have to do the laundry unless I want to. I literally do not have to do anything. He removes that burden, and I appreciate him for that. I do not take him for granted, and I do not weaponize him being the leader of our household. So if he says no, guess what? It's no.
All
Period.
right. Oh, let me ask y'all this real quick. Terry Wilson says, coming from a single woman, you can pay for a man that has been there for you, not on a first date, because he will expect that. I haven't dated in because I've been married almost 7 years, and we dated like we literally got married at the 2 year mark. My husband asked me to marry him a year and a half after dating, and then 6 months later we got married. Now, I would never pay for a first date. Would you, ladies, pay for a first date?
Hell no.
It depends. It depends. Are we going because there's a mutual interest in building something? Then no, I would not. But if we're just going to just hang out as a platonic type of connection, then yeah, I wouldn't mind going Dutch.
No, paying for the first date.
Oh, so it's a date, like I like
Yeah.
you, you like me. Then
Mm-hmm.
no, my expectation is you have to pay for my time.
Mm.
Thank
I
you.
think, yeah. Steffi, are you, if you,
No,
okay.
no, no, no paying for the first date. No,
Chat, would y'all
absolutely
pay
not.
for let me do a poll. Well, let me take a poll. Would you pay, ladies, for a first date? Romantic date. You whipping out your wallet. We talking about the first one, not the second one, not the third one. The first date. Your first time going out. You finna treat him? Would you whip out your wallet? Yes or no? No. We got a no. We got no. We got no. We got no. Absolutely not. We got no. Never. No. Powerful. Yes. Could you expound? You want to come up? Why would you pay for it? Just out of curiosity? Out of curiosity. Tell us why, if you're comfortable, and how it's worked before, if you've done it before. We got no's, 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 no's. Nope. We got no. We got a lot of no's. I'll wait for powerful. Nerp. Somebody said nerp. Venus said nerp. I ain't got it. Hermosa said I ain't got it. Oh, Dorothy is nasty. Dorothy said, I'm going to give him me. I'm the main course so I can get that appetizer. Girl, you ain't got to do all that. I'm going to send you a super chat. I'm going to send you a cash app so you can get an appetizer. Dorothy. Y'all, I love Dorothy. We go at it. We love to have a good time. Powerful. Thank you for coming up. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, I have.
You went out. Stand still. Your audio went out. Let's do a mic check real quick. Powerful.
I've paid for a first date because I was the one that asked him out on the date.
Oh, okay. Where'd you take him? And when you hold on, where'd you take him?
We went to a restaurant. I live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I live in New York, and I took him to a restaurant in Manhattan.
Okay. Like what kind of food?
It. They sell seafood. It was the name of the restaurant was Cat's Nest. So I mean, it was that's why.
Your audio. You still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, you said well now hold on now. Your whole tone and changed. What's going on?
Yeah.
Powerful, you there? Oh man.
No, but I think it's my phone.
Okay, okay. Let's stay right where you are. Don't move. Okay, so you took him to the seafood place, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did it work? Was it good? Did y'all go out on a different day? Did he ask you out? What?
Yeah, we went out on several dates, and then we eventually got married.
All right. All right. Hold on. We got to give you a round of applause for that. Listen. Hold on. Where's my a round of applause? Thinking outside the box. Now that he tells the story or have told the story, what is he how does he recall that? Like what's his description of you asking him out and how it was different for him as a man? Powerful.
He he was taken aback, but when I see something that I'm interested in, I go for it, and I did that. And then if it don't turn out the way that I want it, then okay, fine.
Well, I love it. I'm glad you hopped up here and thank you for coming up and just sharing with us that hell, it worked for you. And that's what it's all about. Seek and ye shall find, baby. Knock and the door shall be open. A very powerful move. Thank you, powerful.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Powerful handling me like like I didn't clean the house. We love you, powerful. Thank you for coming up. Ladies, all right. See, shoot, don't listen to me. It worked for powerful. It worked for powerful. Well, listen, we're gonna wrap up because I'm a chill today. I'm gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna have a good old time. Are they still married? Let me ask her. Powerful? They say, are y'all still married? She in the chat. Okay, what are y'all's questions now? Hurry up and drop them. I can ask her in the chat real quick. Are they still, they want to know, powerful, if y'all are still married? She said yes. Yes. Yes, they are still married. Is that it, y'all? That's it. They still married. The proof is in the pudding. Listen, we're going to go on and wrap up. Thank you for joining us for Saturday morning. I said what I said. Listen, it was a really good conversation, but we always wrap it up with the positive at the end where we give the panelists an opportunity. Dorothy, why you think powerful lying? Powerful, they say, okay, powerful, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. They say, are y'all still living together, powerful? Y'all so silly. Y'all are so silly. But listen, powerful, look, don't pay no attention to them. It's Saturday morning. I said what I said. I guess they call themselves standing on business in the chat, child. But look, y'all got me laughing. Yes, powerful tired of y'all. She giving y'all yes, no answers. She said yes. Okay, look. Oh my gosh. I'm hilarious. Listen, y'all are cracking me up. Panelists, as it relates to today's conversation, what are your final thoughts? What are you leaving the chat with and or taking away from today's conversation? I'll start with you, Steffi 1961.
I want to make a comment about Powerful. I don't think she's lying. I have a nephew that's so shy. That's how he met his wife. And they've
Okay.
been married for 16 years. And they have a lovely relationship. So I don't think she's lying. I wouldn't do it myself. But hey, we never know. And I'm leaving this chat this Saturday morning on ladies, let's do better and love yourself, respect yourself. And like you said, you don't have to go low. Instead, like this said, stay silent. When you move in silence, nobody knows what's going on in your head. And I
I
said what I
love it.
said.
Thank you, Steffi. We love you and we hope you have a beautiful
Thank you.
Saturday.
Same
We
to you all,
appreciate you
panel
coming up.
and queen.
All right, let's go with the Aset Noir.
Thank you, Queen. I just want to leave everyone with this. If you just stay true to yourself, that means holding yourself accountable and holding yourself in honor. Everything else will fall into place. When you move with integrity and with honor and with respect for yourself, it can't help but to amplify out to others. So, again, hold yourself accountable and hold yourself with honor, and you will be okay. And have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your dinner with your best friend.
Thank you, the Aset. You have a beautiful weekend too. And listen, y'all, it's her birthday month. Yes, her birthday was June 19th. So listen, she turning up. So make sure y'all show her some love. What you got planned today, the Aset?
I am resting right now. My husband threw a surprise party for me the other day, and I'm tired, girl. We have been kicking it since literally May 26th, and we're going all the way through to July 4th. So the queen is resting right now.
Yes, and rest is good. It's a beautiful thing. Well, you enjoy your weekend and happy belated birthday to you. And as always, we appreciate you sharing your thought leadership as a priority panelist. And we will see you maybe tomorrow behind the wall for a Sunday session. And I'll tell y'all a little bit more about that in a minute. Virginia, what are your final thoughts?
Hi, Queen and panel. I just want to say thank you guys for having me and those in the chat. I'm leaving with 4 letters. Love. I know it may not sound from them, but the power behind those 4 letters is tremendous. Love yourself, love others, show kindness to someone, whether it's a smile, a hug, or a good deed. Just show it. Make a difference to somebody. It matters. And on that, everyone enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Y'all have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. And thank you so much for coming up. And as for you, I see what y'all are asking me for. Let me go over it again. What's going down on Monday, y'all? We are hosting a motherless daughter 3-week series with celebrity psychotherapist Dr. Sarah Williams. Give me 1 second to bring that up. It is going to be a hell of a conversation. So I encourage you all to have your thoughtful questions ready to go from Monday, 7:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Celebrity psychotherapist Dr. Sarah Williams. We're going to tackle this conversation head on for 3 weeks in a row. It's going to be a series because we don't just want to host one conversation. We want to make sure that we have the right strategy in place. And I am looking forward to it. Okay. So I will see you all on Monday when it comes to this conversation. And if you have questions, be very thoughtful. Think of them, write them down. Don't trust your memory. And then don't forget tomorrow behind the wall, we host Sunday sessions. That is a time for you just to take a deep breath, decompress, and rely on your peers. When we talk about giving advice, right, and not being overbearing and waiting for people to come, yeah, the doors are open in the palace behind the walls. That's when you can call in as a viewer, give us a situation, and allow me and the priority panelists to help you walk through it or navigate it. It could be love, it could be cheering, child, it could be work, your boss, your man, your dog, your neighbor, your sister, your brother, your cousin. It could be asking somebody to get the hell up out of your house. Okay? Whatever it is, it won't let me, hey, hold my peace. It won't let me hold my peace. And that's what we're there for every Sunday. Sunday sessions behind the wall at 11:35 a.m. We go and we have a good time. And it really is a great conversation. So them cheerings, yes, because they out for summer and they eat a lot of food. So whatever it is, we will see y'all behind the wall. Okay. And that's what we're here for. God bless you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Themes 308. Did I answer your question about Monday? Any other questions, y'all, before I disconnect? Regina B says, I want to join in on a conversation Sunday, Queen. Just click the link, Just click the link. And remember, Sunday sessions are to walk and navigate a problem, not to dump. We're not dumping. Is if you have a question, you trying to work some shit out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Shay P say, I got a lot of questions. Shay, listen. Okay. All right. She says she got a lot of questions. Happy Saturday to you, Lizzie Willer. Have a great weekend, CS. Powerful, you have a great weekend. Thank you for coming up, Queen, and enjoy your man this weekend. Okay. She Loves Truth say, enjoy your Saturday, everybody. Listen, thank you, Aqua Queen. Thank those of you who were kind enough to donate super chats. Thank you to our priority panelists and our regular panelists. God bless you all. We about to head out. And happy belated birthday to the Aset, Noir Honey.